Hello there, Dr. Bracy. This is Courtney, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to help bring in more pet owners to your business. Oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are way too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. I have found by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things they could do to impact their business for free has resulted in a lot of those local business owners still raising their hands and asking me to help them grow. So by the end of this video, you've liked what you heard, and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business. Shoot me a message back and we can chat. So now let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition, which are content, citations, and backlinks. So, content. Most business owners know that they need content, but a lot of them don't know that studies have shown that Google wants for there to be at least 1,500 words on the home page. Not only that, the content needs to have the right keywords. Google does this because it gets them to know where your business is and its purpose. Right now, you guys are sitting at about 429 keywords. 429 words on your homepage. And I did the same thing for your top competitor in the area of Virginia Beach, and they are sitting at 875 words. This is totally beatable, by the way. They just put in a bit more effort for their content on their homepage. So to give you more detail, so if you're not familiar with keywords, these are words and phrases that people search up each month to help resolve their issues and concerns. And you guys can miss out on a lot of pet owners by not having these keywords on your website, and also by not having them properly displayed on your website. And just to give you some ideas, so everything that you see highlighted, including photos and everything, this is what Google looks at when they scan through your website. So you want to make sure that any photos you have on here, like your logo, you want to make sure that it's properly embedded. So this one does not have a keyword attached to it. So you just want to make sure you have these properly labeled so that Google properly can promote you to others, right? When they search up keywords. And over here, we're going to go over to Eris. This is a tool that essentially gives me behind the scenes details on what Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. And I ran a quick scan of you and your competitor here. And just to show you a couple of things, one of them being keywords. You guys are ranking for 54 at the moment. Let's just go take a look at what some of those are. All right, so here are some of your keywords at the moment. And by looking at these, I can already tell, I can let you know that these are not the most optimized for people who are trying to find you. You don't want people to just be finding you because of your business name, right? So you want to think about the people who don't know your business name. So how are they going to find you, right? So you want to have keywords that are catered, that are geared towards them. And I'll give you an example of what I mean by that. So this is your competitor. They're ranking for 254 keywords. So let's just take a look at what some of theirs are. All right, so here are some of theirs. Okay, so these keywords are okay. These are okay, but they're not like these ones that I'm looking at right now. These are just these ones that I'm looking at. These aren't kind of specific enough, but these are okay. These are a lot more effective to have than than relying on your business name, right? So what I'm actually going to do is I'll show you an example of an example of a keyword. So right here, Virginia Beach, VA. So what makes this a perfect type of, example is you have what you do and you have your location. So that's how the specific you want to get for a business like yours. And we're just going to get into the second thing I want to go over, and that is citation. What a citation is and why it's important. I'll discuss that in a few. So this is the map pack. This over here displays your business's name, address, and phone number. And what we have over here is where your citations, basically how your citations are built. So how you actually show up on maps is pretty simple. So this picture right here illustrates what I'm about to explain. So you want your business's name, address, and phone number to be distributed across hundreds of directories, right? So BBB, Yelp, City Star, Facebook, and many more. And the goal is you want to have more than your competitor, because it'll allow you to get more trust in them from Google, and this will push you above them in the map pack. And how to actually go about getting these citations is pretty simple. There are sites out there that let us look at this, that actually let us see what directories your competitor is listed, like what their directories they have, and we go down their list and match exactly what they have. But you don't want to just stop there, right? You want to dominate them, right? So what you're going to do is you want to get the exact ones that they have and then add 50 to 100 more, because you want it to be a long time before they can catch back up. Right, so heading on back over to here. So this section right here, you want to be in the top 3 results, right? Because this is where the sauce is, right? This is where people click on, right? People go down here, clicking on more businesses. So you want to be mindful of this section. And just to give you like a little bit of like insight on this ad right here. So ads can actually be pretty helpful. However, it can be a money pit if your foundation, your website isn't dialed in. So you want to be careful not to burn your money with Google ads until you know for sure your site will convert. Going on to the last section I like to talk about, and that is link juice or backlinks. This third pillar will really help you to dominate on Google. So when we searched up that pretty little keyword up there, and we scroll down past, down to this section, you can see that that your site isn't number 1, and this is where you want to be, because again, this is where people click on. So the higher you are, the more clicks you get. And in order for you to get up here, you need to have authority. And how you get authority comes back down to backlinks. And a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. It's like a vote of confidence. And in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. So for example, if you get a blog about dog care linking back to you guys, and that's a lot more effective than having a backlink from like Pizza Hut. So going back over here to Ahrefs, this is a great tool to look at backlinks. You guys currently have 77 at the moment, and we're just going to take a look at your top competitor in the area. Right? And these guys have 112. And how you actually go about dominating them and getting backlinks is, sites like Ahrefs, we are able to see exactly what sites are linking to your competitor, and we can go get those exact same links for your business. So once again, in closing, we went over content. Your front page needs to have at least 1,500 words, citations. You want to have 200 to 300 of these to beat out the competition by a landslide. And link juice. You need more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google. So I bet you're wondering, what do I do now? You can either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call or text at 218-517-5513. I look forward to hearing from you. Have an awesome day. Bye.